Hi everybody, this is Jen from Cookies, Cupcakes, and Cardio.com. Today I'm going to be taking you through a new series that I'm going to be starting, and it's called Backpack Baking. Now, this is going to combine my love of baking and the outdoors into one. And what I'm going to be using is a backpacking oven. You don't have to have one though to follow along with the recipes. All the recipes will be able to be completed in your own oven at home. But if you're an outdoor enthusiast as well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the equipment that you would need in order to do the same thing. So I'm going to talk you through the oven coming up next, so let's go. So for our backpacking baking videos, we're going to be using Bemco's backpacking oven, and it comes flat like this, attached and held together with Velcro straps, and we have the 9-inch baking oven, and you can also get an 8 and a 7-inch as well. The 9-inch comes with two 8-inch baking pans, and one's a shallower one and one's a deeper one. And then for getting out the pans out of the oven when they're hot, it also comes with a clamp handle in order to do that. So to use your backpacking oven, you're also going to need a stove, which I'll talk about later on in the video. But first, I'm going to show you how to set up the backpacking oven. Okay, to set up the oven, we just need to remove the Velcro straps. And this is the thermometer that will fit on the side. And the first thing that we set up is the shell that goes around the outside. And then at the front, there's two rivets that will attach into these holes at the sides. On both sides here. And then in goes the diffuser plate, which just rests on the rivets. And then next, we're going to put in the thermometer. So it has like the typical oven thermometer, so it just works exactly like your oven at home. And it just goes in like that. And then there's two trays that also go into the oven, which allows you to bake one or two things at a time. And then the top slides on, starting at the back, and then just goes forward. So when you bring the oven door closed at the front, there's a latch here, and there's also a opening here where you can change the temperature control inside the oven. So the two plates, the two baking pans that came, you can see it will fit in there quite nicely. And it closes up. And then what we've also done is we've modified a silicone baking tray for muffins, which normally would have 6, and we cut off 2, and you'll see this in some of our future videos where we do some muffin baking. So that's how you set up the stove, or the oven, sorry. And next I'm going to talk to you about which stove we use for working with the oven. The type of stove that we use with our backpacker oven is MSR's Whisperlight Universal, and it's called a universal one because you can use different types of fuel in it, which comes in handy if you're in different parts of the world. Now, when you're choosing your stove to use for the oven, you want to make sure that your burner is not directly attached to your fuel source, because the oven goes right over top of the stove like this, and then the burner plate at the bottom radiates the heat throughout the oven, and it acts like a real oven in your home. So if you want to learn more about the backpacker oven or the stove, we're going to provide links for you in the show notes below. And Bemco also has its own YouTube channel, so we'll put that link in the show notes as well, so you can check out their channel and their information on the backpacking oven. So if you want to stay up to date on the different types of recipes that we're making on our backpacking adventures, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and remember to share it if you like it. And thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you on our backpacking adventures.